Hello there, and welcome back to the Gentleman's Rock and the Baalsrud escape route. Today we are going to film the trek from this rock over the mountain and down to the Baalsrud cave in Mandalen. The last time I was here was in the fall of 2020. Now it's 2022. My health is a bit better. I'm not sure about my skiing form, but it's okay. Moving on from the Gentleman's Rock, I just follow the creek and small lakes up the valley. I'll avoid the dangerous areas. I had to stop in the shade of the mountain. It's really hot today. I'm getting some way into the valley here. I'm going to head to the mountain you can see all the way in the back. Now I am almost at the innermost part of Revdalen. I'm on the Revdalen lakes. I'll finish late today. It's so slow, but it's really nice. So I got a forced break, taping up some blisters, or preventing blisters. I have to do both feet. I hope I get to keep my toes, unlike Mr. Baalsrud. I still have a long way to go today and I'm already tired, so we'll see how it goes. But I only have a couple of 100 meters more elevation to go up that way. Straight forward under a cloud is a mountain peak where I'm going to go close by or pass over. We'll see. Ooh. It's not that much higher than me right now. I'm at 950 meters. And what you see is at 1160, I think. So 200 meters more. That's less than what I already gained from Gentleman's Rock. The forepeak is getting even closer. I think I'll aim for the shoulder on the left side of the peak and pass it and don't gain too much height on that one. So I have to go down again for the main peak. Finally at over 1100 meters next to the secondary peak, I had to put my jacket on. The wind picked up. The mountain has been shielding me from it all the way through this valley. And here I think the main peak is coming forth. So I have to go somewhere over or close to over this mountain and further up the valley and down to the cave. The same way I went up from the cave when I went to Finland 2 years ago. So now I have to ski a little bit down and then go up again to the main peak. Yeah. Finally here at the peak of Baalsrud. I assume when they transported Mr. Baalsrud, they went a bit farther that way, but I'm so high up, I just went up to the peak, just have been here. So, the real Baalsrud trek probably over there somewhere, but to avoid the steep areas you have to go almost at the same height anyway. And this is a view from the peak. This place isn't very interesting, so I'll go a bit further that way to see where I'm going next. Before I start skiing down, I'm looking at the valley. I'm supposed to go into Mandalen. The Baalsrud cave is down there somewhere. But the little valley looks like it's a lot of snow in the top. Very rocky below. So it will be a really challenging ski. I'm not sure if I'm up to the task. So my secondary option is to ski down this hill and down to Skibotn the other way. It's the safer bet, I guess, when the skiing conditions look difficult. This is the fun part of skiing in this trip. But according to my calculations, the part down that valley would be too hard. So I'm going to have to slog down this valley and get closer to home. It's a bit shorter, and I'll have to do that part some other time. Damn it. Yeah. Welcome back, or maybe you should welcome me. It's been a short while for you guys, but for me it's been 6 weeks. This is the hill where I stopped my skiing. I ended that trip by skiing down there and going to Skibotn. Today I'm going to complete this part of the Baalsrud trek. I'm going to follow the area where they dragged Mr. Baalsrud down somewhere here and somewhere that way, and finally down into the Baalsrud cave. Here we get a good look at the mountain and why they didn't bring Mr. Baalsrud down another way. We also have to remember the goal was not to bring Mr. Baalsrud to the Baalsrud cave, which didn't have a name in the region, at least back then. The goal was to bring him to the Sami reindeer herders who they hoped were on their way. So this is the way we've come so far. The peak in the middle is Baalsrud, which I went down on skis, and today I walked across this what seems on the map flat landscape. You can see it's fairly hilly, and we had to cross the little river to not end up in the creek running down the cliff here. From here we can almost see the uppermost buildings in Mandalen, farmhouses. We can almost see down into the valley where the Baalsrud cave is. I just make a note of the terrain I'm walking on. It looks much easier down there than where I'm currently headed. But the case is I try to prioritize to maintain elevation. If I went a meter up, I don't want to do it again if I don't have to. So like here, I go straight forward at this elevation as much as I can until I see where I'm going. And then I can see when I want to go down. So I was hit with a shower. I had to cover up a bit. I could just as well take a little break here and find my waterproof camera. This rainbow got super bright. Maybe there's cold in the creek. The shower's over and the sky is turning blue. Always went to walk across the river 3 times. It started raining again. For a little moment I had both rain and mosquitoes. That's not fun. No, I probably should have gone down there to cross the river. Yeah, appears too sketchy. I'll go down and then flat. Well, this is a different kind of challenge. Where do I cross this thing? I didn't bring my ice axe. I don't trust these ice bridges for a second. So I think I'll go up there and try to get up the hill. I'm just almost at the limit for my boots. So I'm fine. Let's see if we can get up this snow hill. I made it. I think I aimed a little bit too high up because the river looks fairly crossable down there, so I should have gone that way. Anyway, I'll find a way here. I hope. Having made our way over the mountain and the plateau here, the men helping Jan Baalsrud could cross the creek there and make their way down toward Mindalen. As the sun broke through, I'm about to enter Mindalen yet again to finish this part of Jan Baalsrud's escape towards Sweden. This cairn marks the end of Skaidevågi, sort of a peak above the valley. And somewhere past here, they had to bring Mr. Baalsrud down here on a sled this way, almost to the valley floor. You can see it down there. So while you were enjoying that view, I made my way down the valley and I'm almost at the cave. Me and about a million mosquitoes. And here we are, there's a bench just above the path to the cave. The path is zigzagging down a steep hillside, and below us is just cliffs and a river. So not too weird. No one was looking for a man hidden here. Here we are, finally. After splitting this stage in 3 hikes, we are at the Baalsrud cave. Some of the roof has fallen down since 1943, so it was even more covered then. It wouldn't be too much work to cover this up and hide in here. So thank you for joining me on this part of the Baalsrud escape route. If you want to see the next stage, it was already filmed and released 2 years and a year and a half ago. Myself, I'm doing a personal errand and I have to go back up the mountain and continue a longer trek. And that video will probably have been released before this Baalsrud escape route. So watch it if you want, and I hope you join me on my next trips as well.